Hello, I'm recording this on my laptop webcam, so I think I'm supposed to look at this dot here, technophobe. I don't know, it's terrible, the lighting's terrible, whatever. I'm just coming on to have a bit of a rant, really. I don't like that there's an LED shining right in my eyes, so I might have to look away. I'm a bit sensitive at the moment, which is usual. So I was watching YouTube the other day and it flashed up with a clip of an ITV show called This Morning, which is a UK morning show that starts, I don't know, around 10:30. I think that's what time it used to be on years ago, and I haven't watched it for years because I'm not an avid TV watcher. I'm not a fan of mainstream media, especially ever since I woke up in 2020 and had an intense spiritual awakening and saw things from a different perspective. My hair's making me itchy skin. So I'm absolutely disgusted by what was shown on this clip. So supposedly this woman, who's actually married to a doctor, she's 45 years old, so same age as me, supposedly she went into psychosis as soon as her perimenopause hit. And it was a bit sketchy, the information. I might have to watch the clip again. I just watched it one time and it didn't quite make sense in the chronological order that they were saying it. So supposedly she went into psychosis. She felt suicidal ideation. I'm not going to censor this word. I have in other videos. I'm just going to see what happens and throw the video out, and I'll re-record it if YouTube take it off, whatever. Talking about mental health. So it's not always mental health, which I'll get to in a minute. So I'm absolutely disgusted by this situation, this supposed situation. I don't want to invalidate this woman's experience if that did actually really happen to her, because I'd never want to do that. Because the whole point in me setting up these videos and this channel is to talk about the gaslighting that women experience surrounding their health. And that is one of the main reasons why I've set it up, because I'm absolutely sick to death of being gaslighted. So this woman ended up going to a psychiatric unit and being sectioned and having ECT. So that's where they put the shocks on the head, the electric shocks on the head. So this woman had ECT, and it turns out her husband is a GP, I believe. And it turns out that he suggested that she might be perimenopausal. Now, I don't know why it didn't get to the stage that he suggested it before she got sectioned. I don't know why it got to the stage that she was actually sectioned instead of her going to another GP and saying, could have my hormones tested. It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of stuff I've noticed that's come up. There's even like one of these mainstream doctors who's a menopause advocate on Instagram. Well, she's all over social media. It just came up on Instagram, this particular comment that I'm about to make. She was saying that there's statistics that show that, let's say, over 60%, 70% of women who are menopausal, perimenopausal, are turning to alcohol, are drinking alcohol to cope with their symptoms. Now, I thought, what a crock of shit, because underneath there was like 20 or 30 comments saying, nope, it disagrees with me, stop drinking alcohol, can't drink alcohol anymore. And this is my experience and the experience of most of the women and people who I talk to about it say, yep, no, my daughter can't do that now. I've got clients whose daughters are similar age to me, and they're like, yeah, my daughter can't have alcohol anymore. I mean, some of my regular clients, I'll talk about menopause and stuff because their daughters are going through it. And where has this doctor got these statistics from? And who the hell is she to post stuff like that online, like against women? And it's like, is she so indoctrinated that she's just taking these statistics? Nobody's asked me if I'm drinking alcohol. Where are they getting this information from, right? Where are they getting it from? Because to me, it seems like a smear campaign, and it seems like it's very anti-feminine, very anti. And why are women having electroconvulsive treatment for menopause? So it's not all mental health, and I'm going to jump on and do another video because I need to get ready for work. I've just come on here to have a little rant about it and just say, no. If you're having suicidal thoughts suddenly out of nowhere, then get your hormones tested, especially if you're in your late 30s. If you're a woman in your late 30s, get your hormones tested. It just doesn't come out of the blue like that. It doesn't come out of nowhere like that. So it can actually be a signal from your body. The suicidal ideation, it's not all in your head, it's signals from the body. So it's signals from the endocrine system saying, oh, something's happening, something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong. And it's a dying off of your fertility, right? It's a dying off of your fertility. So you can no longer have babies. So yeah, it's a dying off of an internal system in your body that's changing. So it's a change. They don't call it the change for nothing, do they? It's like a reverse puberty. So you've had puberty and all the stress and angst and stuff that comes with that. Now it's reverse puberty, isn't it? So it's a dying off of part of you that was fertile and youthful and this and that and the other, and it's a dying off of your fertility, basically, in simplistic terms. Why are women being given ECT for menopause? It's absolutely crazy making. That in itself is crazy making. It's bonkers. Why are we being taken back to the Victorian era, or being taken back 200 years by giving women ECT for perimenopause? It's absolutely bonkers. I don't understand why this woman was given that. I don't understand why she why she didn't have her hormones tested. So I'm struggling to speak today because I'm having a bad flare of TMJ again. I've had it all week. So why are women being given ECT for perimenopause? It's bonkers. We're being taken back 200 years to the Victorian era. That in itself is just insanity. You know, if you're having suicidal ideation, it's totally normal because it's a dying off of those systems that are not working as well as they were before. So it's a signal from your body, that feeling of, oh, I want to die, I want to die, I want to die. It's a dying off of, I'm moving my laptop, so I'm recording this on my laptop computer, so sorry if it's wobbly and whatever else. So it's a dying off of those systems that aren't working as well as they were before. So you can get it with stomach flu. You can get suicidal ideation with stomach flu because the neuroreceptors in the gut aren't working properly. You can get it because of food intolerance. So if I eat something that my body doesn't like, I will instantly get panic attacks within a few minutes. So my body will go, oh no, and your throat will constrict. So that suicidal ideation is not in your head. So on this video, they were saying that it's the estrogen receptors, and they were obsessed with the estrogen receptors in the brain. Yes, of course, you've got the receptors in the brain for everything, for hormones, but it's a dying off of those systems that are going into a shutdown state. So you're getting ready to not have periods anymore. Your body's getting ready to not be fertile anymore. It's getting ready to go into a different transition. So you will get that feeling of dying off. It's totally normal. People don't realise this. They think it's all in their head and it must be mental illness. It's not. It's mind, body. Everything's connected. It's signalling from your vital organs.